Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Justin. Today we are going to be installing the front bumper on my CFMoto Z950 Sport. My front bumper is factory from CFMoto, along with my rock sliders, mirrors, pretty much everything on this is factory. So these are the instructions that came with the bumper. You can see me unboxing it and stuff in my previous video where we installed the rock sliders. This is the front bumper. Let's get into the bumper and installation of it. So here's your instruction manual that they give you. And it says, loosen bolts B and C, remove the winch deco guard, turn on the main key switch, press and hold the winch out button to let the winch rope out approximately 30 centimeters. Remove bolts A and B for the mounting brackets. Install front bumper assembly behind the cable pulley. Reinstall the bolts and finger tighten. Clamp the clamps on the original bumper of the vehicle. And then fix the front bumper assembly with the bolts. And finally, install the brush guard with applied screws. Tighten all the screws. Retract winch rope. So let's do this. Up here we have 4 10mm bolts. Now I typically don't use power tools on this, but since these are just bolts coming out, I don't see where there's any issue. It's pretty good and scratched up. I'll be happy that this plastic will no longer be there and that it will be metal. We are going to remove these bolts here and these here. These ones here on the outside are 10mm. All this is a mounting bracket for the plastic piece that we took off. All right, so we're gonna get those off. Now we have to get these here out. That comes off, and then you don't need to turn it on to let the winch out, as most of you know. One of the great things about this particular side-by-side is the Bluetooth remote. So we're just gonna let it out a little bit. I live in America, so I have no idea what 30 centimeters is. Keep this handy if we need to let it out some more. Now we get to install the front bumper assembly. Okay, yeah, so I just went through a whole big entire spiel that didn't even record, didn't have my camera on. But what I was saying is, the reason you want to take this off is because this will actually come through there, and then this is going to bolt up right here with this bolting up over top of it. So what I'm gonna do besides scratch the shit out of my... Okay, So I do recommend having somebody help you, but if you don't have anybody to help you, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get these front bolts set first through the front bumper. We're gonna line it up. Should have thought this out a little better. Shit. Grab these nuts. If I could at least just get them on here and started. Okay, there's one. Whew. Try to get this other one over here started. All right. So they're started in there. You can kind of see basically what it's going to look like. Now you have these two spots right up here. Yeah, that's all right. Love you too. Okay, once you have those bottom two tightened on there, you're going to notice when you get it, there's these little clamps that are connected to this front bumper. These are actually going to come off and they are going to connect to your factory bumper. Okay, so the way I do it is I get it around the factory bumper. I feed this bolt in through here and through the accessory bumper. And then I just work it till it lines up. You get it on there and through, just tighten it down. I'm gonna tighten these top ones now. All right. And bam, it is on. Kinda. Can tighten everything up. I gotta pull this guy out. All right, so let's see what the instructions say to do next. I don't even know what I did with those damn things. All right, so the hardware that came with it, 2 little spacers it looks like, 2 short hex head screws and 2 longer hex head screws. So what this says is once it's behind the cable, reinstall the bolts, clamp the clamps, fix the bumper assembly with the bolts, which are the ones that are in the clamp. So it's fixed on there, it ain't going nowhere. Then it says install the brush guard with supplied screws. Tighten all screws to specified torque value, which I have no idea what that is. And then it says to retract the winch rope. I have no idea. We're just gonna line it up and see if we can figure it out here. So kind of confused as I don't know if these are washers or what they are. But it looks like it's gonna bolt up underneath here. You're gonna have to take out 2, looks like 10mm bolts out of the skid plate. And then I guess that's just gonna right up in there. I don't know that I can get to them. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna guess, these are the same size. So you're gonna take the bolts out, and then that puck is gonna work like a washer between this mount here and the actual skid plate that is up underneath this thing. And I think I'm gonna have to put these on first, to be honest with you. So bolt's gonna go through the bottom, and then these little thick pucks that look like washers will go right on top. And this helps. There's from where the skid plate bolts on. Shit. from where the skid plate bolts on, there's a little indentation in the skid plate. What those little pucks do is they kind of fill that little gap right there, that little indentation. This is actually proven to be a kind of efficient way to do this, so not bad. All right, we're not going to tighten this down. We're going to get the front set first. These are kind of long openings back here, which leads me to believe that there might need to be some adjustments made. So now that I've got them all, and one thing I've really learned and found out about the accessories for this, even the factory ones, is you really kind of have to set everything first and then tighten once you've got them all set, because man, I feel like there's always just one little thing that's off somewhere. We got the front ones tightened, get these bottom ones tightened. I don't know if this will help anybody or not, but mine is slid as far back as possible on this mount back here. So these under ones, you have to get super tight. If not, you have that puck under there. I can't imagine that's not gonna rattle. So I may have to ditch this little Allen wrench and get my ratchet. Oh, but there we go. Front bumper is on. Let's wind that guy back in. If you didn't know, these Bluetooth remotes, hold it like this, turn it on. Red light comes on, it's on. Button wheels it in. Hold them both to turn it off. It's one of the most handy things that there is for this. So there we go. Front bumper assembly now complete. Does definitely give it a little more aggressive look. There's a profile shot. Love the way that looks. That looks fantastic, actually. Mounting holes here in case you want any light pods or bars or anything. I mean, I guess you could, I don't know, maybe an 8-inch bar. Not sure exactly what you could put there, but I love the way it looks. Love it. All right, guys, there you have it. Front bumper. This is a 2020 CFMoto Z950 Sport. Sure, it's going to be exactly the same on the 2021. All of my accessories, all of my factory CFMoto accessories I've purchased from CFMotowarehouse.com. Great people, great customer service, quick, fast shipping. I literally have zero complaints. Up next, clutch kit and belt replacement. Don't really need to replace it. I'm going to, when I do the clutch kit, just because I feel like I probably should, I'm going to keep the old belt just kind of in the machine in the glove box or something as a backup in case something were to happen out on the trail somewhere. We will be having an overview video coming as well, talking about all the accessories that I have, the things that I like, the things that I dislike, if you should buy a CFMoto or not. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, click that subscribe button, bell notification, and we'll see you in the next video.